everybody. Welcome back to the Pleeka podcast. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. I jerked off a sailor.
You're so stupid. It feels like we just did this.
Yeah, we did this 2 days ago
Yeah.
for fucking Winter Soldier. And I'm going to do this. And then later this week, we're going to do Avengers 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. But this one was really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said that last time. 2 days ago.
It's a good set of movies to have to watch them both and do podcasts on both of them. But we'll get into my trivia as we do every week. Although I do want to point out, I did not read the Prelude comic because it's no longer canon in the MCU. So I thought, well, why even bother?
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm sure it's a good comic. I've heard it's interesting, but I like to read it because it gives me more information on the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's kind of pointless, then I'm just reading another Guardians of the Galaxy comic for no reason.
That's what I was gonna say.
So yeah, but all right, so we'll get into the trivia. My first one I got written down here is James Gunn stated that Chris Pratt's audition tape was so good he was prepared to offer him the role even if Chris Pratt didn't lose the weight. He even joked about saying he was willing to CGI a six-pack on Chris Pratt.
That'd be kind of funny.
Which he
didn't need to do.
Yeah, he also said originally too he didn't want to watch Chris Pratt's audition tape. He's like,
really?
He's like, it's Chris Pratt. I don't want to see that. Because it's just a guy from Parks and Rec. It didn't care. It didn't make he be a superhero.
Wow.
And then his assistant he's like, no, it's really good. You have to watch it. So then he watched it, and he was like, holy shit. He was blown away. And then they offered him the role.
Yeah, I think that was a good move.
Yeah, he was only supposed to lose 50 pounds, too, for the role. He lost 60.
Really?
Yeah. You can definitely tell in this movie.
Well, yeah,
they don't really have any shirtless scenes in 2. I'm sure he got, just as ripped. But...
yeah, they throw him in the shower.
Well, in this one.
Yeah. Oh, in 2, you said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, it's just the same thing like Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man. But I can't imagine someone else being Star-Lord. It just seems like him. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Even in the Telltale games, now they play it off as try to make it like Chris Pratt.
Yeah, there was times
it's not as cool.
I've only seen Guardians maybe 2 or 3 times since it came out.
I've seen it 3 times in the theaters.
Yeah, which is way more. So I've only seen 2 in the theater, 1 time.
Mm-hmm.
But I played that goddamn Telltale game in between. So
so you had your information mixed a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I was like Nebula came on and I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna be friends. Wait, no, that's the fucking game.
That's funny. This one I actually knew before, but I kind of forgot it. I'm glad I read this. The scene where Peter drops the orb in the collector's office was Chris Pratt actually dropping the orb in real life. It was like, oh shit, and got it, and then just stayed in character.
Really?
Yeah, he legit dropped the ball and caught it, and then everyone else just kept it going. So they're like, oh, we're keeping that in the movie.
Oh, that's funny, because I even laughed
because it seems so scripted.
Yeah.
But
he's like, whoop.
Yeah, but that's really him. He's like, oh shit.
Oh, that's funny.
I always find stuff like that funny, when they mess up and they're like, oh no, that made the scene even better.
Yeah. I bet it doesn't happen that much.
Yeah, probably not. This one's interesting. When arrested and it shows all their attributes on the screen and all that.
Yeah.
It says that Rocket's known associates is Groot and Lila. Lady Lila is the Sentinel Otter, and that's his soulmate in the Marvel Universe. When we get to know her from the Telltale game.
See, and that's it. I was like, I didn't see in part 2, but that's the fucking Telltale game.
I think they mention her in 2, I'm pretty sure.
Do they?
If I'm remembering correctly. And I think James Gunn, I may be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure James Gunn said he might have her in 3. Or some kind of reference to her in 3, which would be pretty interesting. I liked her in the game, and I've read a little bit of Guardians of the Galaxy comics, and she's in that.
Mm.
This one, now we always talk about how bad Stanley's cameos are. They're kind of stupid and take away from the story, and it's just there's really, I get it, he created these characters, but...
Yeah, we're over it.
I'm over it, yeah. But they've been doing this since, 2001 with fucking X-Men and shit. But this one, I would have actually liked. Stanley's original cameo was going to feature him as one of the collector's boxed trophies, and he was going to give Groot the middle finger when he walked by.
Oh, that would have been kind of funny.
But then Disney's executive was like, no, you can't do that. which is funny because like 2 years later after this movie,
He's a DJ at a strip club.
he's a yeah,
Yeah.
which is that's real funny. Like I mean, I guess they don't Disney doesn't own Stan Lee,
Right.
but I found that pretty funny. And since I didn't read the comic, now we just got to get into the movie. So,
Now tell me more about the comic.
in the comic, I know one information that I found out why it's not canon is that Twitter's in the kitchen, but
Ganon.
shut up. Nebula had to cut off her own arm and cut off her face, and that's what she was robotic, and that was supposed to be the explanation. And then two, she's like, no, Thanos did it.
That's funny.
Which is it's just a random line they put in the movie that just undid the entire comic.
That's funny.
But Guardians of the Galaxy, directed by James Gunn, budget was $195.5 million in the box office. It made $773.3 million.
Not $1 billion.
Not $1 billion, yeah. Iron Man 3 is the last movie to make $1 billion. I think so far just Iron Man 3 and Avengers have.
Yeah. And Iron Man 3 only made it because of Avengers.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Movie starts on Earth in 1988 with Peter Quill in the hospital with his dying mother, and then he gets picked up by Yondu. And I also have written down here that this movie it goes from like the saddest opening to a Marvel movie to the coolest in like a couple seconds.
Oh, from his mom dying.
He's in
to
the
him
hospital.
dancing?
His mom literally dies, which we find out later was because of his father.
Yeah.
And then he's dancing, picking up like kicking rats and shit.
Yeah. Singing with them as microphones.
Yeah.
That was a little weird.
I remember like me and Taylor in the theater watching this, and we were like, "Oh, it starts like this, huh?" Like it was all sad. And then all of a sudden he's singing. We're like, what the fuck is going on with this movie? But like, it really shows you the tone of the movie. How it can be so serious, and then turn into such a comedy.
At the beginning, well, not counting the mom dying, but it's kind of like a cross between Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I saw that he cited a couple people like for his character. It was like Han Solo, Indiana Jones, with basically Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And then like a couple other people that I didn't recognize who they were.
But see, like Harrison Ford would never be dancing like that. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford would have just walked in and like kicked the fucking
just been like a
rat.
smart ass and stuff, yeah. But yeah, I thought that's pretty interesting. So I think this is probably the best intro to a movie.
It's pretty funny.
Maybe besides maybe this and Iron Man 1, because that one starts with him getting blown up in the truck and you're like kidnapped and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think those two are my tops for that. Then we got 26 years later, Star-Lord's at an abandoned planet to steal an Infinity Stone, which he doesn't know is an Infinity Stone at the time. And then we get the best opening credits to a Marvel movie so far. And then I put Star-Lord's escape was so funny.
Yeah. I like he's like that chick pops up and he's like, I gotta be perfectly honest with you. I forgot you were here.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I totally forgot she was there too, which is funny because I've seen the movie 3 or 4 times, and then like, oh yeah, and so I laughed at it.
Yeah, I laughed at that, and then also when that guy he's like Ninja Turtle. If you put me one more time,
Oh yeah.
There's little things like that he says that are very funny.
And it's cool because he's funny and like his action scene was pretty cool. Like he got rid of the 2 guys, shoots the other guy, then throws on those jetpacks and like goes through that hole.
Yeah, as we get our first slow-mo shot, which there's actually quite a bit of slow-mo shots in this movie.
Yeah.
But they're all really cool. Like
Yeah, cool.
this like literally that opening scene of him escaping and all that just shows how different this movie's gonna be from the other ones.
Oh yeah.
Where you run into a ship, it's flying out and all that.
Well, the cool thing about, I guess, Star-Lord is he's cool, but he's also an idiot.
Yeah.
You know, like he makes his escape, he flies through, and then he goes through the water and like almost dies because of the thing hits him.
Well, because like he's very smart, but also a goofball, which kind of fucks him up.
Yeah, totally.
We get introduced to Nebula and Gamora, which is pretty interesting. They're at Ronan's place. He gets like I don't know that blood shit all over him, and then he sends, I believe, Nebula
You're
after.
supposed to say Ronan's house.
No, I was ignoring you.
I know.
He sends Nebula after Star-Lord for the Infinity Stone and all that shit. Well, because Thanos talked about it.
You know, I know Ronan seemed like a badass at the end, and he's got like an Infinity Stone and a sledgehammer, but like, do you ever take him seriously in this movie?
No.
Because he's a fucking lackey for Thanos.
Yeah.
So it's hard to take him.
Well, it's funny
seriously.
because like in the beginning too, Thanos is talking to him, and he's like, "Boy."
Yeah, like
and at the end, he kind of like goes up to him.
That would be my only like little complaint, and it's not really much of a complaint.
Almost like, except not really, because Darth Vader is kind of scary. But it's like a Darth Vader to the Emperor type thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or I guess more actually, because this guy dies. It's like the Emperor to Darth Maul, where you're like, "Oh, this guy could be cool," but then he just ultimately fails.
Yeah.
And then they really got this just right out of the race. We're introduced to Nebula and Gamora. They get sent up to Star-Lord. And then we get our 10th Stan Lee cameo while we're introduced to Rocket and Groot, which is just them calling him a creepy old man.
You believe they call us criminals when he's assaulting us with that haircut? What is this thing? Look how it thinks it's so cool. It's not cool to get help. Walk by yourself, you little gargoyle. Look at Mr. Smiles over here. Where's your wife, old man? What a Class A prevert.
Which was cool. I mean, whatever. At least it was quick and over with.
Yeah, and it was actually kind of funny because it's Bradley Cooper making fun of him.
Yeah.
It's so weird watching this because like I hear Rocket talking, I never think Bradley Cooper because it sounds so different.
Oh, see, like I can't. I know. I picture Bradley Cooper all the time.
I never do.
Really?
I always forget it's him and until I start thinking about it.
Like I don't picture Vin Diesel for Groot.
See that I do. I don't know why.
Well, we talked about it yesterday. That part where he like just demolishes like 20 people. And he screams. I could hear Vin Diesel then, but like when he just says "I am Groot," that could be fucking anybody saying that shit.
It's funny.
To me, at least.
He did the "I am Groot" stuff in every single language that this movie came out in.
I mean, how hard would it be to say 3 letters or three letters?
Say 3 letters.
You know what I mean? Like the 3 words. I mean, it's not like he's learning like a speech in every.
Yeah, no. But they made a script for him too. So like every "I am Groot," like him and James Gunn, I think are the only people that know what he was saying for real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is pretty interesting. And then we get a really cool chase/fight scene with everybody, and then they're arrested by the Nova Corps and then transferred to prison. Quite a bit of stuff happens out of there.
No, yeah, it's funny because like, because I hadn't seen it in a while, I was like, all right, so when do we meet? Oh, right here. Oh, and then they're all going to jail, and then they're already like they're not friends yet,
but they're getting there.
And then I like totally forgot about Drax.
I did too, actually. They got arrested. They're in there walking, and then Drax is in the background.
Like staring at her?
When they put Gamora in her cell. And I was like, oh, yeah, Drax.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about him.
He's not as funny in this one as he is in the second one.
Yeah.
But he's still really funny in some parts.
Yeah, like when he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Why would I rub my finger on his throat?
It's like talking to a 3-year-old.
Kind of, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, you're a booty head. I am not a booty head.
The next thing I wrote down is we finally see Drax. And then a group of angry prisoners try to kill Gamora, and Drax and Star-Lord show up in the save, and that's what he does, the whole "why would I put my finger on his throat" thing.
Yeah.
But that was pretty good. I like the whole prison scene, which, then Gamora tells Star-Lord and Rocket about her buyer, and then Rocket's like, okay, I'm going to make an escape plan. He's broken out of, like, 20-something prisons, whatever. He's like Michael Schofield. It's a Prison Break joke out there for people who... Captain Cold.
I know Dick Schofield.
I don't know who that is. Ronan... Okay, I must have meant to put towels because I put Ronan kills Thanos'... Oh, no, right. Ronan kills Thanos' man from Avengers, which I forgot that guy was in this. Ooh. The one that Loki talks to in Avengers.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did.
He kills that guy from Avengers, and then we hear Thanos for the first time in the MCU, and then he sends Ronan and Nebula after Gamora.
I forgot that Thanos was in this that much.
Oh, really? I remembered that because I remember it being like I thought he was gonna show up in Avengers or something because they show him so much in this, and that's what it was leading up to. I thought he'd have a bigger cameo than his little end credit scene or whatever.
Right.
But that's kind of cool. We finally get to see him. I saw when they were making this movie, they almost actually didn't include Thanos. And then eventually they just kind of offered it to Josh Brolin, and he was doing something else. So then he came in and did this for like a day or two.
Oh, that was Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's so weird, too, that he's going to be Cable and Thanos. I really like the prison break scene.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I mean, any prison break scene for me is awesome. But, you know, I really like that. But especially the part with the leg at the end when he's telling Rocket about it. He's like, what was it like? Was he hobbling around? He's like, I had to pick him up 40 floors.
Well, and he gave him credits, so he paid him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30,000 credits, he said.
That's
my favorite part of the movie.
Just them all together. Like I was telling Taylor this because she was watching it with me. I wish if all the actors weren't so expensive, like this superhero team would be an awesome like Netflix show.
Yeah.
Like I wish they could do like a Christmas special or something
right.
with these guys and do like an hour long, just them hanging out or whatever. Because they can even just do it on the ship, hanging out, and it'd be cool. And then my next note is this is after they escape. I'm still surprised that they have the Jackson Pollock joke in the movie.
Yeah.
And she's like, "This place is filthy." He's like, "Yeah, what does she know? Bring a black light in here, be like a Jackson Pollock painting."
Yeah, that was pretty nasty.
Um,
Because Rocket's like, "What is wrong with you?" or something.
yeah.
Like you suck at notes, you know that?
When we see the collector and he tells the purple lady to keep cleaning the cage, it's actually the dark elf from Thor 2 in there. Or at least it's a dark elf. I don't know if it's the main guy, but it looks just like him. I thought that was pretty interesting. I remember watching it and thinking, oh, it doesn't really look like the Doctor. Probably not him, but it's one of his species.
That's funny. It's hard to tell some of those what those things were, you know, because there's so many things.
Yeah, like Howard the Duck's in the background for a second, which
Yeah.
we see him, and then credit scene and all that.
Okay.
We learned that Thanos killed Gamora's parents in front of her and tortured her, which I don't really remember them talking about that, but we kind of learned that about all of them.
I knew it, but I don't know where I knew it from.
Yeah. And then Star-Lord tells her about the legend of Footloose.
It's so goofy.
Yeah, that part's really funny though.
But then later on, she's like, "We're just like Kevin Bacon."
Yeah.
It's like,
It's funny how they do all those jokes. And then I don't know if you knew this. I think James Gunn's tweeted this out. I don't know if it's in a comic or what, but he named the ship the Milano after his childhood crush of Alyssa Milano.
wow, I did not know that.
I thought that was actually in this movie because I knew that, and I didn't remember where I heard it from, so I looked it up, and I knew James Gunn at least tweeted it.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah. So then we also get a little bit of Rocket's backstory when he's drunk. He says that he was torn apart and put back together over and over again. We've actually seen a little bit.
See,
from the Telltale
that's
game?
another thing where it's like when he says that, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I remember seeing that, but that was in the game. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing, though.
yeah,
'Cause it's in that place, especially because they mentioned that. Jesus Christ, with that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. The collector calls for them. He tells them about the Infinity Stones, which is actually a pretty cool scene. And then the purple lady grabs the stone, blows up the building. Meanwhile, Drax calls Ronan to come and fight him, and Yondu shows up. That's when all hell breaks loose.
yeah, that was a bad move on Drax's part.
Yeah, real bad move.
Yeah,
Because it did nothing but fuck them even more.
yeah, and then like Ronan beat his ass.
Yeah, which actually that's a pretty cool fight scene too.
Yeah,
All that he throws him in the yellow sludge or whatever.
yeah,
And then I really like the chase scene with Gamora and Nebula. Then Rocket and Groot are in those ships too.
yeah.
Or Rocket and Groot, Rocket and Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, yeah.
But yeah, that's a real cool scene. For it being set up stupidly.
Right.
Nebula. Oops. Mother duck. Accidentally hit the zoom in button and fucked everything up. Nebula blows up Gamora and Ronan and gets Nebula blows up Gamora and then Ronan gets the stone. And then Star-Lord saves Nebula by taking off his mask, and then they get sucked into Yondu's ship.
Yeah.
Which that's a pretty cool scene.
Yeah, and it's like it just shows that he's already like in love with her, basically.
Yeah.
You know.
Which, especially going into the second one too, it doesn't seem like she still loves him as
She
much.
does, but she
Like
doesn't
she
does.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. And he calls Yondu to come get him before he goes get her,
Yeah.
hoping that he's nearby.
Yeah. And then Ronan, which I didn't remember this scene exactly. This is another one where Thanos calls him a boy. He decides to betray Thanos and use the stone for himself. I remember him using it, but I didn't remember it was on like a Skype call with Thanos.
Yeah, I didn't really remember that either. But like, and then I'm thinking to myself, oh, at least he stood up to him a little bit. You know? What I mean? You know, but he's the most powerful. Someone says.
Yeah,
he's
the guy in the background, he goes, he's the most powerful being in the universe.
He's like, not anymore.
Which it's crazy. I was watching this movie. It seems, which I mean, everybody knows this, but it seems pretty impossible for them to be able to beat Thanos. I mean, they showed the scene. If this Infinity Stone from this movie, the purple one, I don't remember what it's called, if it touches the ground of a planet, it kills every life form on there.
Right.
So couldn't he just be like, because he has it in the trailer, just touches it to the ground, kill all the Avengers, the planet blows up, but then all the stones will be floating in space, and he's just like, ding, 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 got him.
Wouldn't it destroy the stones too?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't
You know
think.
what I mean? Hopefully they think of all that. You know, like there's got to be a reason for him not to do it.
Well, yeah, I think, there's gonna be. He has to have more of a master plan, especially because he's been setting everything up. So clearly he wants the Avengers for something.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to kill them, it seems like pretty easily he could.
Yeah, I guess, but technically we haven't seen him do a goddamn thing.
Yeah, but I
Except
mean,
sit there.
even if he was a fucking like infant and he had all the Infinity Stones,
Oh, that's
he
true.
should be able to kill anybody.
Yeah, but then you have to be like, Thanos, take that out of your mouth.
Where was I? Oh, he did betray Thanos. Ronan. Star-Lord talks Yondu into robbing Ronan together, and then Rocket and Groot show up and threaten to blow up the ship if they don't give Star-Lord back.
Right.
And they're like,
With
you
Drax.
were going to blow us up if they didn't give us back. He's like, we didn't have much time to think. He's like, how does that make any sense? He's like, well, at least there was a plan.
That was a good argument, and then he kind of talks them all into being like superheroes, so to speak.
Yeah.
Giving a shit.
And
I
Groot's
think
like,
he even says giving a shit.
yeah, and then Rocket's like, you're kind of asking us all to die.
At least Groot.
Yeah.
And then I kind of liked how Rocket was like last one to stand. He goes, "Fine, I'm standing."
Yeah, we're all a bunch of jackasses standing in a circle. Oh, I love when after Star-Lord calls the Nova Corps and all that, the guys show up and he's like, "Hey, they got my dick message."
Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, and remember Rocket had a second plan?
Oh no, what was the second plan?
His second plan was to like. Well, it was Star-Lord's plan, but he like held him with the second plan, and then he needed that guy's eye.
Oh yeah, he's like, "I need that guy's eye," and he's like, "Nope, no, you don't."
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I said the end fight scene might be my favorite so far in the movies. They shoot the little thing at a guy slow-mo, hits him, nothing happens, and then as the ship's falling down, it hits the ground, and then all of a sudden there's a dance battle.
The dance battle is so funny.
Which was really funny. They played a prank on Dave Bautista, who's the guy who plays Drax. So they were doing that, and then Ronan accepted the dance battle. So then everybody had to go through it, so then they went to him, and he had to improvise one, which I guess James Gunn liked it so much it's a deleted scene. Or like
I remember watching that
on the Blu-ray or whatever.
Yeah, I remember watching them dance.
Mm-hmm.
But remember the first time you saw that, and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, that's even Ronan saying. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm distracting you, you big dummy.
Yeah. Dance off, bro.
Mm-hmm. So they defeat Ronan, you get the stone, and they fake out Yondu with a little troll doll. Which is funny. Even at the end, Yondu's kind of like, you can see he has more of a heart like he does in Volume 2.
Yeah.
Because he's like, he kind of smiles like, oh, he did it.
Well, he
me.
raised him. I mean, it's not like...
Yeah. Well, then you find out, too, he raised him because if he would have brought him to...
Yeah.
What's the guy's
Kurt Russell?
No, but what's the Ego? Would have brought him to Ego, he would have been eaten.
Yeah, I'm kind of... I want to watch 2 again. Like, I know we're getting there eventually, but, like... Because I wasn't that impressed with 2. I know you liked it.
I loved it, yeah.
See, I just didn't like it that much. I love this
See,
one.
I feel like because you like this one, you got your hopes up like you do with a lot of things.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you probably didn't like... So you'll probably enjoy it more this time.
Hopefully. Hopefully it won't be Thor 2, right? Oh, wait, I like that.
We get the reveal that Yondu didn't take Peter to his real dad at the end. And he's like, yeah, that guy was an a-hole.
You know what's funny, too, is... Because Yondu, like, talks a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But that scene...
He likes chocolate-covered pretzels, though.
Wow. I can't... Every time I see him, I picture JFK.
Oh, really?
Because he's in that, and that's the first thing I saw him in, so it's just like...
I always picture Mallrats.
It's always... that's the dude from JFK.
That's funny.
But when he kills, like, the 500 dudes with that one little whistle...
That seems really cool.
That was pretty cool.
I like that one, and then in Volume 2 also, his little one in the prison scene with all that. That one's really cool, too.
Let me ask you a question, though. So, like, say you're a space guy, and you're holding a gun on Yondu.
Say you're a space guy.
Okay, and you're holding a gun on Yondu, and you hear him whistle.
Get the fuck out of there.
Wouldn't you duck at least, or something? Like, all those guys, it's just like...
I don't think you can really get away from that, though. If it's, like, psychically controlling a arrow. I mean, Oliver Queen does it non-psychically.
Wow.
So the Nova Corps tells Star-Lord that he's only part human and then that they rebuilt his ship.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
That end was kind of cool, too. He's like, what if someone has something that I want? Can I just take it? And then...
Yeah, and the guy's like, no, that's theft. And he's
what
like,
if I remove someone's spine?
and then he's like, what if I want it more than them? And, and then she's like, come on, let's go. He's like, what, I can't even talk with this nice gentleman?
I forgot John C. Reilly was in it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like... Normally don't like him at all, but he was like normal.
Yeah, it was kind of weird seeing him in like a normal role.
Yeah, like he wasn't fucking doing something.
I also forgot the guy from Shaun of the Dead was in it too.
Oh, see, I remembered him because he's such an ass.
So we got 2 end credit scenes. We got Dancing Groot and Howard the Duck.
Yeah, the Dancing Groot was cute the first time. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
and when watching it again, because you already know what it is, it's like, it's not as funny.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. Doesn't beat the Dancing Groot in the beginning of Volume 2, though.
No.
That's the best Dancing Groot. What's funny is both Dancing Groots, though, they modeled them after James Gunn. He, like, danced in the studio, and then they digitally did it, like, over him and all that. Both movies. Yeah. So both time Groot dances, it's actually James Gunn.
That's kind of weird.
It's weird. The whole movie too of Rocket is actually played by his brother, James Gunn's brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like the standing there. He has like a little outfit on and like green screen stuff. So he's the one that's like on set the whole time.
Is his brother really short?
No, he's actually like the normal size. So it's weird. He like hunches over and all that.
Oh, really?
Well, there's one part I think it's at the end when he's holding Groot and like Dave Bautista is like petting him and all that.
Oh yeah.
If you see the behind the scenes, he's just petting a guy in like a green outfit.
Really?
Yeah, it's so weird looking.
But
before you get into the trailer, do you want to say our ranks of the movies?
Yeah.
So I'll go with mine first. So I got Guardians of the Galaxy is my number 1.
Okay.
We lowered our list. We're only doing our top 10. So that means for me, Thor 2 is out of there. I got Guardians of the Galaxy, Winter Soldier, Avengers, Captain America, Black Panther, Thor, Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2, and then Incredible Hulk.
You skipped Iron Man.
I did?
Yeah.
Iron Man's after Black Panther. But it's funny. I do have a funny story though. I was in here earlier and Taylor walked in and she saw my list and she's like saying which ones that she's seen and she goes, Iron Manatee? And I go, no, it's Iron Man 3. And she's like, oh, I thought that was Iron Manatee. And I was like, no, that'd be a pretty fucking interesting movie.
He goes underwater.
So then you want to say your list?
So I got all of them up there because I just added. So Winter Soldier is still number 1 for me.
Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that.
And then I'll have Guardians, Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther, Thor, Iron Man 2, Thor 2, Iron Man 3 would be number 10.
Yeah.
So Hulk fell out.
Oh, for me, yeah. That's interesting. We have different movies at the bottom now.
So what was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene.
I already said mine was the prison break.
It might be. I don't know. There is so many good scenes in this movie. It's kind of hard to pick. I really like that.
You can't. I said that for
I
Winter
know.
Soldier and you gave
I
me
know.
shit.
Well, it's because all of a sudden you picked one at the end like a fucking dildo. At the end, I really like the whole end.
Fuck your dildo.
But I don't want to pick the same thing as you, so I'm trying to think of something different.
And I stole Prison Break.
Yeah, he stole Prison Break from me. I'm gonna say the whole intro of the movie.
You like seeing bald ladies die?
Including his mom, and then going to him stealing the thing and then running away and all that. I thought that was all pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Would have actually chose a Prison Break scene, but I don't want to pick the same thing as this fucking prick.
Well, I mean, we can have the same favorite scene.
No, we can't.
Our movies were identical for like 6 of them.
Yeah, and I was fucking sick of it.
Well, they're not anymore.
Yeah, I know. But alright, so you want to watch the trailer for Avengers 2?
No, I want to know who your favorite character is.
God damn it. I know you're going to pick Star-Lord, so I'm not going to pick him.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not? Who's your favorite character?
I think it's Rocket.
Rocket Raccoon.
That's Rocky. But Rocket. He just makes me laugh. And I started to tell you, so there's the slow-mo scene where they walk out. It's towards the end, like they're going after, almost at Thanos. They're going after Ronan. And like Chris Pratt walks out, all slow motion, then Gamora, and then they show Rocket, and he's got the gun on him this. And he just adjusts his like dick. And I don't know, that shit like that, it just made me laugh. So he's just like, he wants that guy's eye, he took that guy's leg.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I got one that you might not be expecting. I just thought of it right now.
Is it Nebula?
Nope. Oh, that's a good one, too, 'cause she's Amy from Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's
I'm picking Benicio del Toro as the Collector.
Really?
I really like him, yeah.
Does he
like, I really wanted him to be in 2, and I was upset that he wasn't going to be. Or that he isn't, or wasn't. But yeah, because I really liked his character.
Oh, I never thought
I even like when he did the whole, did that, and then Rocket makes fun of him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just like the whole thing, and like, 'cause he's like so odd, too, and like collected and everything. I just thought it was, like, the way he looks, it's just so
I
interesting.
forgot that he offered Groot money for his dead body when he died, and then when...
Yeah, we watched it again. I told Taylor, I was like, oh, see, there's another little hint of, like, 'cause if he got Groot's body, he could make his own Groots and shit like that.
Well, and then Rocket said something, and he's like, oh, is that your pet?
Yeah.
That just made me laugh.
But alright, so now we're going to watch the trailer. I just wanted to make sure we're still rolling.
This is Ant-Man?
No, it's Avengers Age of Ultron.
I knew that.
You confused me for a second.
I'm not excited to watch this movie.
I am, 'cause I remember enjoying it. But alright, so I'm hitting play right now. Alright.
Oh,
I'll get all hunched up too, since I guess Nick's doing that.
Well, I don't see that. Jesus.
I'm gonna show you something beautiful.
That's what I say before I pull my cock out.
Everyone.
So many people disappointed.
For mercy.
I do remember though being so disappointed in Ultron. Because from the trailers, he seemed like such a badass.
Yeah.
His
His voice is cool.
Yeah, at some parts he really is, but ultimately a letdown. I am excited though to see all of them together again.
Yeah,
We
that
haven't really
part's
got
cool.
that in a while.
It seems so like dark.
Yeah, it really does. It's the darkest they've been in a while, I feel like. Especially right after Guardians.
Yeah.
It's the end. The end of the path I started us on.
Nothing lasts forever.
I remember that scene being so fucking awesome in theaters, though.
Yes.
Which I guess I'm gonna say about the Hulkbuster thing. Semi-spoilers for Avengers: Infinity War when we get there.
Is it pop figure?
No, it's a Lego toy that got leaked. I also remember, I really like the actor that plays Quicksilver, but I don't like how he portrays Quicksilver in this.
Yeah, I
I
remember. you
really,
not
I
liking
like
that.
the other one so much better from X-Men.
'Cause I never really watched the other one, so I don't really have anything to go on.
He's got the best parts in the new X-Men movies by far.
I didn't see Falcon.
Yeah, he's not in it, I guess. We're right. Alright, so that's Avengers Age of Ultron trailer. But what I want to say is I'm pretty sure it's a Lego toy. Spoilers, if you don't want to know anything about Age of Ultron, skip like 20
Age of
seconds.
Ultron.
Infinity War.
Thank you.
Skip a couple seconds. So there's a toy. There's been a huge rumor because you remember in the trailer, like there's a part where Bruce Banner's fixing the Hulkbuster arm, like in Wakanda.
I didn't know that, but
There's a little part of that.
Mhm.
People are speculating that he's not going to go full Hulk because of, I don't know exactly the reasonings why, but something that happens in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, really?
And then we do see Thor at the end of the trailer, so people are like, what's going on with there? So there's a theory because the way the Hulkbuster lands in the trailer lands exactly like how the Hulk does normally. So Bruce Banner is going to be in the Hulkbuster suit for some of the movie.
Oh, really?
But there's a Hulkbuster toy that got leaked, so he's gonna be in the Hulkbuster suit and then Hulk out of it, and then go and stuff,
Oh.
which will be so fucking cool if that's the case.
Yeah, that would be cool. I did see the Hulkbuster pop figure and it was like the same size as Thanos or whatever.
Oh,
in
really?
the picture I saw, but
Yeah, so that'll be really interesting if that's the case. I saw that there's a lot of toys that come out. There's a new toy that got leaked that actually shows the Iron Spider suit with the Iron Spider wing
really?
things coming out.
That'd
That'll be
cool.
pretty cool to
Yeah.
see too.
You know what'll be cool is just seeing like the Guardian people react and like talk with some of these people. Can you imagine Chris Pratt with Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's weird from the trailer. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are gonna interact, but it's because if they show a lot of those scenes, it's gonna spoil so much.
Right.
Because like you just see Robert Downey Jr. with Doctor Strange, and then you just see Cap in Wakanda, and then
Yeah,
Thor up with the Guardians. But I feel like that's all gonna be like the first 20
gonna-
to 25 minutes of the movie.
Right, they gotta show. I mean, they gotta have something. That's the whole reason to get them all together. is just
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
can-
That's what I'm most excited for is to see like Spider-Man next to Star-Lord or something. Just
Yeah.
shit like that just like seems crazy.
Right. No, totally.
Or like the Hulk with Drax, like that'll be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Groot with the Hulk.
Yeah, which I saw. It's gonna be Teenage Groot from like the end of Guardians 2.
Oh, really?
So he's because like in the trailer you can see him like he's like playing his game and shit like when they're driving.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So that'll be interesting because he'll be
Well,
like, I
like-
don't care about Thanos.
Remember you sent me that pop figure picture and Groot had a gun. Like I can never picture
Oh,
Groot with a gun.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, and Iron Man has like these weird like almost looks like fairy wings and like he's got a little gun thing too.
Oh, really?
So they all-
I
they
saw
all-
the gun thing, but I didn't.
They all
see
got. I've seen people compare him to like Tinkerbell.
Wow, that's kind of funny.
But yeah, anything else you want to say on the podcast before we wrap this up and stick it right in YouTube's rectum?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know.
What actually? No. So we have to watch Avengers. 2 that's gonna come out Monday.
Yeah, Avengers will be Monday. This is gonna be probably tomorrow if I can get it edited.
Tomorrow or Thursday.
And then
Friday,
Avengers
whatever.
will have to be Monday, yeah. And then we'll be back on schedule. Then we're gonna do
Then
one
do one a
again.
week, and then after Avengers, it's Ant-Man.
Yeah, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Ant-Man.
Which I'll probably have to go buy it at Zia's because we don't have it.
Motherfucker.
It's only like $15 there.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna rent it.
Put that shit in my hand.
If
that money doesn't show, then you owe me. My
right.
jungle love.
I got you.
Yeah. Oh.
Are you done?
I think I wanna know ya.
Don't ever touch me again.
All right. Well, thanks for watching the Pleeka podcast, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below any thoughts you have on the MCU, Guardians of the Galaxy, blah blah blah, whatever. Don't break that, you fucking cock. And yeah, go check out our Patreon. Tweet Nick a picture of your balls. And
hey, what do you
go
think?
watch our other videos.
What do you think about my Green Lantern shirt?
Goodbye.